Hello everyone, my name is Ehab and this is English with Ehab, where we talk about English, practice English, and hopefully by the end of the lesson we learn something about English. The topic for today is going to be prepositions. Now, the video that I did earlier was about prepositions, specifically 3 of them, in, on, and at. The last video I did was about time. This time, and this video, we are going to talk about how we use these particular prepositions, but for locations. So let's go ahead and get to the examples. And again, by the end of this video, you should be able to know how to use these 3 prepositions when we are talking about location. So let's get to some examples. Okay, so first we are going to talk about the preposition on. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go over these 4 examples that I have here on the board. So you guys can just repeat after me. And then after, I'll discuss it and kind of give you reasons why we use the preposition on. Okay, for number 1, Tom lives on Sunset Boulevard. Lisa works on Camp Street. I drive on the freeway, or I drive on the highway. They saw a cat on the road. Okay, so why do we use the preposition on? Generally speaking, we use on when we are talking about streets, road, freeway. Freeway or highway is the road where cars can drive fast. Or if you are talking about a boulevard. Boulevard or street are really the same thing. It's just a different way to say it. That's all. So again, Tom lives on Sunset Boulevard. Again, I can't say in and I can't say at. We can only say on. Lisa works on Camp Street. I drive on the freeway or highway. They saw a cat on the road. So in all of these examples, no in and no at. So let's talk about the next preposition, which is going to be in. Okay, so the next preposition that we are going to talk about is going to be in. Generally speaking, we usually use this preposition for location when we are talking about a city, a country, or it could be a building or specific rooms. Okay, so I'm going to go through these examples first. Again, you can just repeat after me and then we'll talk about it afterwards. Number 1, they live in San Diego. John works in Spain. Sarah has Sarah has an office in the building. Tom is in his room. Tom is in the kitchen. Tom is in his office. Okay, so anytime we are talking about a city, we want to use the preposition in. Again, we cannot say on and we can't say at. So any city, whether you are talking about living there, working there, going to school there, then where you're going to use in. It's really the same idea for a country. And again, it doesn't matter. You can talk about living, traveling there, working there. Anytime we use a country, it's always going to be preposition in. We could also use it for buildings as well. And when we say buildings, it could be a building, possibly a house, maybe in the home, right? So Sarah has an office in the building. Sarah works in the building. Sarah lives in the building. Whenever we are talking about specific rooms, then we are going to use in. And this is where it gets a little bit confusing because I'm going to show you some examples with at, where we say I'm at home, I am at school, I am at work. But if you're going to tell me the room in that place, then we have to use in. So in his room, in the kitchen, in his office, in the bathroom. Okay, let's talk about the last preposition, which is going to be at, and then we'll see if we can see the differences between these three. Okay, let's get to the examples. Okay, so the last preposition we are going to talk about is going to be the preposition at. And basically we use at for a couple of reasons. First of all, anytime we have a specific address means there's going to be numbers. The only other time that we use at when we are talking about location are going to be three places: work, school, and home. And that's it. Now, I'm going to say these. You guys just repeat after me. All right? All right, so number one. Tom lives at 1215 North Camp Street. I work at 300 South Lake Boulevard. He is at work. They are at school. Sarah is at home. So, these are the reasons why we use at. First of all, if there is any number, we gotta say at. Now that's a little bit confusing because we learned with on. If it's just the street, then we can say Tom lives on North Camp Street. But as soon as I put the number, now we have to change it to at. It's the same thing here, okay, with Boulevard. You can say on, but no number. I work on South Lake Boulevard. These are confusing as well because when you say work, school, or home, we need to say at. But if I give you a specific room, then that's different. He is in the office. I or they are in the classroom. So that's where it gets a little bit confusing. All right, let's go ahead and get to the conclusion and let's see what we learned. Okay, here's the conclusion. I put up 8 sentences on the board. We have 3 choices. We have in, we have on, and we have at. If you guys can answer these questions, you know how to use these 3 prepositions when it comes to location. All right, so let's go one by one. All right, number 1. Steve lives blank, Germany. Do I say in, or on, or at? All right, for this one, if you answered in, you are correct. Anytime we are talking about a country, state, or city, we always use the preposition in, every single time. Number 2, I will be blank home tonight. At home tonight. Anytime we have home, work, or school. Home, work, or school. Any of those 3 places, we always use the preposition at. Number 3, the book is blank the bedroom. This one should be in the bedroom. Because remember, if we are talking about a specific room in a place, then we have to use in. Lisa works blank New York. Should be in. Remember, any city or country or state, we use the preposition in. They live blank Stratton Avenue. Avenue is just like street and just like boulevard, so should be on. Remember, anytime we talk about street, boulevard, or avenue, then we use the preposition on. He rents a room blank the building. Should be in. Anytime we talk about a building, if we talk about a house or a home, should be in. John has a business blank 3550 Mark Boulevard. Should be at. Now, remember, if you are just giving me the street or an avenue or a boulevard, then we just say on. But as soon as we put the number, then I have to change it and use the preposition at. David is cooking in the kitchen. Again, this is a specific room. Anytime it's a specific room, we always say the preposition en. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and I hope you guys learned something today. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video if you did enjoy it. They help out the channel tremendously. Also, if there's a lesson that you want to see, please leave a comment below and I will check that out and do it in the near future. That's it for today. Remember, keep speaking English. Bye.